Oh, there's probably gonna be some stuff blurred out here. Just putting that out there, because all of us need to respect these content warnings.
This game has serious content warnings.
Welcome back to Omori. Last time we finished whatever was going on with Humphrey and the Hangman. It's been a couple of days since I've played, and I have some theories. I'm not sure if I should play while I talk about these theories, or if the game's gonna be like, hey, I know you want to talk, but we have stuff to do. We can still buy stuff. Interesting. Anyways, I got distracted. Hi, Basil. Anyways, pack your bags. We're going on a bit of a tangent. I have a theory that at the very end of the river part, whatever that was, it said something about how we were doomed to repeat it, something like that. And I have a feeling that, I mean, I was thinking about this, and I got the impression that maybe we've been having this type of dream repeatedly. Kind of like how we can have like nightmares that stick around and we just repeat them again and again and again. So maybe this dream is like that too. Because that was the one part about that where I was like, I don't know what you mean by that. The other part of that I didn't quite get, and I've been, again, thinking about this a lot, is where it said something about Mari's knee. And I started to wonder if that had anything to do with the stairs, because I've mentioned before how the game's kind of training us to be anxious around stairs. There's so many very scary things that happen with stairs. Everything in the real world has a lot of anxiety and panic about stairs. And why does that matter unless it has something to do with Mari? And why tell us anything about her knee unless it's important? Because it's just such an odd detail to include. And I was thinking about, basically what connection does that have? Like, when would knee injuries or knee pain flare up or matter or impact our life? And it's the things like, you know, daily life, if we have injuries or pain or anything like that, like if you've ever gotten that like delayed onset muscle soreness and it has anything to do with your legs, you start to notice anything that you do in your life that impacts your knees or your legs. So, you know, like squatting, going to the bathroom, right? Those kinds of things. But I don't have stairs in my house, but I imagine stairs would also be one of those things. So are the stairs and the knee connected in that way? But if that's the case, what about that room that we can't see but is there? I'm pretty sure it's there. So these are the things that I've been thinking about over the past couple days when I haven't been playing. And I thought I would share them with you in case I refer back to my own internal thoughts later on. Going back to the game, I really want to check out Basil's house. The game at this point has all these flowers are dead. This is kind of like mirroring what we saw earlier. These are sunflowers. They're called that because they always face toward the sun. That's how I want to be like, someone who always sees the bright side of things. Can we water them? Like, one last ditch effort. Oh no, we can't do anything with it. Please? I really want to water these flowers. Oh, I feel so bad. So we're gonna go through all of these again. These flowers are called Lily of the Valley. It said that they're able to ward off evil spirits and help people see a brighter future. I guess that's why they remind me of Mari. I can always count on her to help me stay positive. So is it worth it to try to water these plants at this point? This kind of feels like symbolic of this entire dream situation. Like trying to hold on to these things and like water them and nurture them, but like it's a little too late. Roses come in many unique colors and have their own unique meanings. Pink roses symbolize admiration, yellow roses symbolize passion. Their orange roses symbolize passion, yellow roses symbolize friendship, and the list goes on. Hero doesn't remind me of any rose in particular. I think Hero is all roses because he's versatile and universally loved. We've seen that in how we can use Hero's abilities in combat. I feel the need to try to water all of these, even though I don't think it makes a difference. Oh my gosh. These are a type of flower called the gladiolus, also known as the sword flower. As you might guess, they represent strength of character. Someone who is honest with strong moral values, someone who stands by their convictions. The gladiolus reminds me of Aubrey because she's always true to herself. I've also realized that there's not that when it comes to Basil, the game doesn't give us a lot of information about him. And as someone who finished Doki Doki Literature Club not too long ago, my first instinct is to be very much on edge about characters that we don't know a lot about. And I don't want to spoil Doki Doki for anybody who hasn't played it, but I feel like Doki Doki taught me this lesson that characters that we don't know much about can have these ulterior motives and all these things can happen. And we have this character then, Basil, that the game at this point doesn't give us much information. And I think that's why it's been fairly easy for me to say, okay, we can look at these things from Basil and say, maybe Basil is this mastermind kind of a thing, or maybe Basil is trying to make connections. Maybe Basil is doing these things to connect with people that there hasn't been a connection with for a very long time, and like that was the one time when they felt understood, kind of a thing. And there's two different ways to look at this, and I feel like it's so easy to see these two very different ways to look at this because of the fact that we haven't been given a lot of information. There's so much that is vague or left up to us to draw our own conclusions with. And so the part of me that is the gamer, even though that feels like it has its own connotations, jumps to conclusions about like potentially negative things, like don't betray me, like I need to suspect negative things of you so I am not betrayed, so I am like on edge, so I catch you if you're the bad guy. Like that's kind of what I feel like games kind of condition us to do. And so the part of me that plays like the gamer, for lack of a better term, that's what I jump to conclusions about with Basil. But then when I can take a step back, and then my like therapist-y side of me can take a step back and look at things from a different perspective, that's the side of me that goes, hey, wait, like, what if there's another way to look at this? What if this is, and that's the part of me that is more like, well, this could be like panic attack stuff, and this could be anxiety attack stuff. And that's a lot how people are like too. Like there's always another way to look at things, even though we don't always see it. But I noticed that there were those two different ways that I could look at this situation because we were just given so little information. That's not always the case with a lot of games, just because if we're given so much information, it's hard to kind of deviate too much. Of course, not everybody may agree with that, because that's kind of the whole point of like alternate universes that fandoms create and things like that. But I really noticed that about Basil as a character. Like Basil is the person that we get the least amount of information about, so it's really easy to draw our own conclusions. Whereas all of these other characters, we get a great deal more information. And that's another thing that I find interesting about Basil versus some of these other characters. It's another thing that sets him apart. And there's a great deal more that sets Basil apart as a character versus these other characters, and that also feels very similar to Mari. Like Basil and Mari have those things in common, versus these characters that we've kind of had in our party this entire time, if you count the dream. Going back to the game. Cacti are very sturdy and resilient plants by nature. They don't need much care and can survive even in seemingly impossible conditions. I guess what I'm saying is that even you could take care of a cactus, Kel. I feel like this is also kind of fun to go back and see in a way. I may regret saying the word fun for this, but at this point in the game, we didn't know the characters as well. So at this point, I can... There's Basil. At this point, I can chuckle a little more and say, like, yeah, that is kind of like Cal, or yeah, that is like, you know, Aubrey or Hero or whatever, because I've spent more time with these characters and I know them more. So that's also another interesting thing about doing this. Why is Basil at this one, though? These are the white tulips. Tulips aren't very flashy plants. They're not too big or small, not too elaborate or flamboyant. If I could put it another way, I guess I would say that. They're comfortable, simple, modest, and perfect. Just like Sunny. Wasn't this the one, first off, as a joke, wasn't this the one that was described as bulbous? Or is that a different one? I totally could be misremembering. But this time, it's about Sunny and not Amore. So, like, these worlds are colliding. Can we water these? Because this one is about Sunny. No. That music stopped suddenly, and I don't know how I feel about that. This one, space in the map was always empty with just Mari. And it's going on for a little too long. It was not this long. There's no Mari. The trees are getting less green. Jeez, good thing I learned how to run. This would be very long otherwise. It's already long. All the footsteps. There is no music, and I don't like that. Hands. Can we click on them? Wait, do we do anything else? I don't know how I feel about this. There's a part of me that is very eager to, like, find out. Okay, I can't get between the trees. Okay. To find out more and go into these other parts of the game, but it's also extremely ominous. Mori, I'm scared. No, you're Aubrey. Let's put some dark humor in there to cope with all of this. Let's go back. Go back to where, though? Like, that's the thing. This world is not the same. Oh, I didn't realize that the game was waiting on me to move. The game also has a lot of things that happen when you fall into a hole. Like, I don't know if that's just how the game has chosen to do things, or if that's also a theme that's supposed to be there. Alright guys, well here we go. It's a long way down. Do you want to jump? Yeah, I mean, isn't this what we've been working towards for a great deal of time? We're alone again. That's another theme, too, when a lot of these other things pop up. We're alone. Yes, we know how to swim. Song. This background music, it's like an echo of another song that's played before. It's not the menu song. Is it like... the real world music? I can't remember. It gives me happy impressions, which makes me think real world, we were running around with Kel, or that room that we first came out at with the big cat that was all colorful. That's what it gives me the impression of. The game does this really good thing with music where it not only is the music just like fun and chipper and like just in general cool, but it gives you these little hints of music. Like the thing with the piano room, where it's like the way that they played it so softly is just like how we mentally picture music sometimes when you can't quite think of the song and it's just right at the tip of your tongue. But they also played the music from the main menu. So like from the beginning, they set up this song to be in our heads. So, you know, I had played, I don't know, maybe 30 hours of the game by now. By that point, I don't remember. But we've listened to that menu song so much that we would know that song. It would be familiar to us. And I think that that's really cool how they set it up that way. Ah, spiders. We can't run here. I was thinking, can we check out anything else? But no, I think we just loop. Something that I've noticed with horror in general is that whenever something is disjointed, it usually is scarier to us. So to have something cute playing mixed with scary whatever, scary visuals, like that kind of mismatch is often something that is usually scary to us. And here we have the stairs. So like we know that something anxiety producing is coming. The game has conditioned us to feel fear with stairs. It's all black. I don't like it. Oh, even more stairs. Just what I've always wanted. Oh. Mari. Very musical box. For how they have the song. And this even seems more remembering her than her being haunting or scary or something like that. Symbolizes the phrase, "My thoughts will follow you into your dreams." Kind of like how Mari follows us into our dreams. That's a thing. Let's not say we did. It's like the door that we had in White Space. A black door casts a heavy shadow. What would you like to do? Well, if I say do nothing, can we actually like not do anything? Yeah, we just like chill out in this void. Just like White Space. Something is preventing you from getting any closer. That's really creepy. Can we actually just like leave? Like, is that an option? My guess is no. Jesus, this is creepy. All right, well, the hangman, which I can't click on or select anymore, says something about black space. We had white space before. So what is black space? Let's hope it's better than white space. Leaving white space isn't great. Welcome to black space. Could I have just not found those keys? Interesting. is very much a mirror of white space. The music here is clunky, which is a foil somewhat to all the really cool music in the game. I'm getting distracted by what seems to be eyes. Okay, so wait, am I looking for whatever? Keys again? Can I save? Mari's picnic basket. But no Mari. Yeah, I'm gonna save. What are the tissues? Yeah, still just for wiping our stars away. There's no light bulb. Just a loose wire. So are we looking for a light bulb? What are these eyes? Stranger. This place has changed a great deal since you were last here. Will you be able to find your way back, or will you finally lose yourself? So is what I said before, is that what's been happening? Like, have we been just repeating this cycle of these nightmares? Okay, so you're not, like, gonna attack me like the hands, but you are very much in my way. Do we just go into any door, or do we have to find a specific door and I just got lucky? Like a door that goes to that key. Well, that's fucking terrifying. Holy shit. Oh, the stranger isn't anybody. It's Basil. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. So before, it was that our friends were forgetting who Basil is. Now we are in our own dream. Oh. That's different font. I mean, we've seen it before, but it's different than what it was a second ago. These rooms are full of broken things. Ooh, the word broken is so heavy. Especially, like, because within this context, it kind of implies that, like, people are here too, and to say that people are broken is a very heavy concept. But at least in here, I can see who you really are. The world that you created above this one, did you make it to protect this place or to hide it away? Oh. This reminds me of the questions that we saw in the deep well. Deeper well? The well. Where it's like questions that could be asked of Omori or Sunny. Feel philosophical or deep, that kind of thing. Or maybe there is no correct answer. Either way, it's become more powerful than you. What has become the dream? It's not. That whale is fine, right? So much pain, so much pain, so much pain. Oh, I didn't mean to click it again. Interesting. There's all these footprints everywhere. There's different kinds. Oh, I can't run here. There's different kinds of footprints. There's the blue footprints, and then these black ones. Oh! There's probably gonna be some stuff blurred out here. Just putting that out there, because all of us need to respect these content warnings, because these are things. Well. That's, yep. Okay. Oh. This is the thing. Oh, it's like tar. Oh, get out, get out, get out. Oh, God. This is the thing that has been, like, following me everywhere. Say me, but, like, Sunny and Omori. Oh. Oh, I'm on his face. Oh, get out. It's like tar. Get out. Get out. Okay. Okay. Oh. This hand. Who are you? Okay. this. It's like kids' art, which I guess matches kind of the theme of the dream. But this reminds me of the window that we saw before, either like behind the piano or when Mari was talking to us. But like drawn by a kid. Interesting. Can't click on it. Oh, that hand again. Oh, it's gonna bring me back. I'm okay with that. Kind of. So is that door... That door's not there anymore. Okay. So... Can I go to any door? I can just go to any door. This is colorful. Slightly familiar classical tune, but not quite. I like this cat. The Quacious Cat. Ask me anything. Did you all know that the Quacious Cat was doing an AMA on Reddit? I didn't. What is the meaning of life? Why are we here? What is the meaning of true love? Jesus. How can I achieve happiness? Does free will exist? What happens after you die? Is cereal a soup? Never mind. I like this one. Is cereal a soup? A tomato made of cloth. The fuck? So what do you say if I ask you the meaning of life? Just curious. What is the meaning of life? Lots and lots of little pins. Okay. Are these those Russian nesting dolls, but with Omori? You are far away from home. That we are? Or are we close to home? This is a flashing lights warning, too. Full buckets. Where's the key? Follow the cloud. What a strange sequence of events we have here. Oh, I ran into something, Glenn. I don't click on it. I'm like in the vicinity and the cloud's like, yo dog, this is what we do. How long am I following you? Was this here before? Were you here before? Okay, everything just tells me I'm far away from home, except the cloud wants me to fall. Jeez, what are we doing? Things are getting slightly out of order. It's hard to tell when things are already kind of out of order before. So it's hard to tell when it is more out of order. Ooh. Oh, footprints. Sorry, Cloud. Oh. Yep, I'm far away from home. Where do these footprints go? Okay. Are the footprints the game basically being like, you don't know where you're supposed to be going? I'm gonna help you out. Are you also gonna tell me I'm far away from home? Hi, Basil. Lost in this confusion lies the root of everything. The truth that you've locked away. You must find it no matter what. You have to for the both of us. Interesting. Probably say that a lot. Where's our hand? Oh, say where's the door? And then I realized it was gonna be hand again. Oh, the book. Your sketchbook. Take a look inside. What is this sketchbook gonna be? That's not great. Some of these are the same, and I think some of these are different. Well, that's just the alphabet. Is that Sunny and Basil? Oh. Okay. Well, I'll just go in here. Pretend I didn't see that. Please don't tell me I have to follow this exact thing. Who are you? Scribble, are you lost? Not to worry. The red hands know the way back. Yeah, I figured that out. What? Oh. Can't click on you. That was the easiest of all of them. Oh, the laptop. Nothing but static. So the more we do here, the more we unlock. Huh. The art style in these little rooms. What? What are you? Just follow the footprints. It's an interesting horse dog thing. When you hid the truth, you sealed a part of me away with it. He's been waiting for someone to save him all this time. So, inherently, Basil is connected to the truth, and by hiding Basil, or by hiding the truth away, we also hid Basil away. He's been waiting for someone to save him all this time. On that day, when you became nothing, I was split in half. Which one do you think was more painful? These are very big questions. Is that hand? Hand, buddy. Thank you. I mean, that's the thing with questions like this, is that there's no answer. I mean, even philosophy, when philosophy talks about, like, what is the meaning of life? What about this? What about that? It's a discussion. It's not actually finding an answer. If we tell ourselves that we are going to find a pivotal, like, actual solid answer for these types of questions, I think at a certain point we're setting ourselves up for failure. But there is a difference between saying, I'm going to find what feels like the answer for me based on where I am right now in my life versus, like, an overall answer. Because I think that we can do that. Liar. That's the game saying that too, not me. I feel like this is an important distinction. So do we actually even trigger anything in this area? Liar. What? This feels a lot like the deeper well too, because those little blobs are there too. Sound effect. I don't know what that is. Hands. Liar, liar, liar. Music changing. Liar, 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 liar. Ah. Wait. Yeah, no, I see that, but what is happening in the background? For a second there, I saw what I thought was a bit of that scene where it looked like Mari was getting Sunny out of the water. Yeah, you can see Mari's face in little bits and pieces. Yeah, in the background you can see her face. And the eyes. Sunny from something. I love you. Uh-oh, you are a part of the party. I can't select the actual party to see more about you, but that's interesting. Sunny, I love you. So this something has a connection to Mari. The background's about Mari. And the something is saying those things that seem very Mari-like. I love you. Calm down. Or like, breathe. Like, those are the kinds of things that Mari would say. I don't think we can avoid that. So what's new this time? Nothing but static. Okay, nothing new. How many letters are there in the words "Welcome to Black Space"? It's a lot of doors we have to go through. What? Meow. I don't know if I'm saying this right. I'm saying Meow. Has been very, very bad. You got a key. There were those pictures in the sketchbook of unpleasant things in a cat. Meow stares at you. She doesn't know what is happening. That's really fucking sad. No! Do you want to cut open me? No! No! Can I leave now? Oh my gosh. I don't care if Mia's been bad. No, what are my other options? Oh my god. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Animals and children are very vulnerable. Like, as in, like, they rely on adults to protect them and help them. And animals especially, like, they can't even speak. I mean, I have a cat that speaks very loudly, but still. And when there are creatures out there who are so incredibly vulnerable, it is cruel to make not so great choices towards them. No. I don't like this. I wonder if the cat also is one of those breeds that like people like nub their tail, because like the tail is sticking out of the back. And like, because I'm wondering how would this be like in our dream, or just like how kids see animals going to the vet. Oh my god. Oh, I keep clicking on it. No. I don't like this game. Please respect the content warnings. The game's like, are you sure you want to do this? She tilts her head at you out of curiosity. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't know what else to do. I've clicked on every other thing. Her eyes widen. She wants to go now. I want to go now too. No. Oh, now I have a menu. Now I have a menu. So everything up until now. Everything up until now I haven't had a menu. Now I have a menu. So it's like we're lured into this sense of you can't do anything else because we've been conditioned up until now to think we can't. My warnings about content warnings still very much apply. This is a really awful choice between us and the cat. A child or a cat, right? Like both very vulnerable. That was the worst room. Yeah, it's the room, or the sketch, the cat. Are these all rooms that we've been in? I can't tell. I'm not a fan of the butler anymore. Alright, well... this far in, might as well keep going. Oh, the flower crown. Nothing? It's like we slide into it. Basil's in color. It's been a while. Amore, you came back for me. Is it actually you? Is that my flower crown? I'm so glad you found it. Oh. Let's get out of here. But their picture isn't actually in color. I'll follow your lead. Please don't, like, actually be taken from me like everything else. Growing watermelons here has been fun, but I really miss my flowers back home. How are they doing? About that. Did you take care of them while I was gone? About that. I'm also destroying all your watermelons that you've been growing here. Watermelons are delicious. We used to cut them up and eat them all the time at the beach. I can still see Kel with those watermelon seeds all over his face. Summer vacation with friends is the best, wasn't it? All the watermelons I'm destroying. I don't. It's getting dark. Basil? Am I supposed to be destroying these? I don't see the hands to take me away. I can't get into like the party menu. I keep telling myself this game won't get any darker. Then it does. That was an accident. Can I just get out of this room now? Where are those stinking hands? They made it a different color too. None of the other ones make sounds. You don't have anything to say? Nothing? Wow. Oh, thank you, please. Jeez. Oh my god. Please don't be bad. It's the beach. It can't possibly be bad. I say that, but I'm sure I was thinking that about watermelons too. Oh, jeez. Hi, Basil. Oh, it's a photo. Our friends who have suffered because of us, can we still call them friends? No matter how much I want it, things can't go back to the way they were before. Like, these are such big questions for kids to ask. But why does part of me still cling on? Is there still hope left for us, Sunny? All these photographs. Oh, wait, what? What? Who are you? Blue girl. Don't talk to me. Okay. You're just like the only person here. Isn't that a weird thing for a beach? It's a dish. Did I do everything? Basil, I think I did everything. Of course I haven't done everything. Have I done everything now? As soon as I say that, there's gonna be something else. I can also never tell if these things are actually changing or I just haven't seen the random new things that pop up. I'm also not being strategic about this at all. Oh, can I swim? Oh, I can swim. A lot of fish. It took me an embarrassingly long time to figure out. Hand, buddy. I'd like to go back now. I find the black space way more comforting. There's this door though. There's this door. Hi, Basil. Oh, thank goodness you're here, Amore. I thought I was gonna be stuck here forever. Yeah, but are you real? Real, relatively speaking, considering the dream world that we're in. I feel so much better. I can't believe you came here to save me. I miss you so much. Now that you're here, I can finally go home. Lead the way, Amore. Ooh, what are these things flying around? Sorry about the watermelon thing, Basil. Oh, you're glitchy. You know, I think spiders are really misunderstood. Oh god, spiders. You might look kind of scary, but they never attack humans unless they feel threatened. Not to mention they're also one of my biggest helpers when I'm gardening, so they eat a lot of the pests that can hurt my plants. Don't ladybugs do the same thing? And they're like, not as creepy. It's all about the balance in nature. I remember a while back you told me that a big spider fell on your shoulder just as you were about to dive into the lake at our secret hangout spot. I know that the spider must have looked so scary to you, but I promise you that that you probably looked a lot scarier to the spider. No offense, of course. There's so many spiders here all of a sudden. I can feel them crawling all over me. Oh, is that what that is? He's not glitching out, but he's like infested? Maybe they're just saying hello. Oh, please do not explode in a thing of spiders. Hi, spiders. It's me, your friend Basil. Oh, Basil. You're like so nice. This music implies creepy things. What was that off to the right? Oh, it's just the floaty flying things. What's that? Oh, those are the spider felines. Ah, they're biting me! Oh no. I'm probably just scaring them. There are spiders. It's okay. I'm not here to hurt you. Oh, I don't like the spider felines. Basil! We can't just like choose when we leave though. Like we have to sit out this panic ride. I don't like the panic rides where we have to... Oh! Oh, Basil. Oh, Basil. There are so many of them. I can't get them off. Oh, Basil. Mori. Slowly backing up. Mori, please help. Okay. Yes, I get asking for help. This is super hypothetical. But like, what were we supposed to do? Oh. What were we supposed to do? Because let's say that was happening in like a Jumanji type real world situation. If you help, you get the spiders too. Oh, there's another door. Are we supposed to finish all of these? Because there's like there's this door. I don't know if I have to finish them all. Oh, the sound of rain is way more comforting than spiders. I'll take the rain over spiders. I say that and then it's probably the game is gonna be like, I heard you like rain. It's like Black Mirror, where Black Mirror takes something that we're like, oh, I like cell phones. I like the idea of computers in our brains, and Black Mirror's like, here's how we can make that horrible. Hi, Basil. I miss you, Sunny. That's sad. That makes me think of like, do you miss Sunny in general, or do you miss Sunny as they were before all of the like trauma and shit happened, or is it like Sunny's brain saying that they miss Sunny, or all of the above? You were always someone I could depend on to listen. My problems, my hopes, my dreams, you knew them all. So, if you're still there, please let my words reach you one more time. So sad. Oh, it's a flower! A single daisy. Well, this one isn't sad, or scary. Why can't they all be like this? I'm ready to go now. Are more doors appearing? They better not be. I don't know if I should. How many doors are there left? Holy shit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5. Stop. 6, 7. 7 more. Alright. I get the ones I can see. Hero. Yeah, but hero. Oh, key. Cal. Aubrey? What? Basil! Basil, Basil. Oh, or the hand. I'll take the hand too. That room wasn't bad. Some of these are like horrifying, and then some of these are like, yeah, they're not great, but they're not awful. Like, they're not as bad, I guess. Which also sounds awful to like compare how bad something is. You don't usually see this kind of art in the game. Yeah, we just took a nap. A dream within a dream type thing. That's interesting. Huh. I saw the tic-tac-toe in the sketchbook too. So is the sketchbook how often we repeated it? Because in the very, very beginning of the game it said that we have been in white space for as long as we can remember. Is that a reflection of that idea too? Mori, is it really you? How did you find me? Are Kel, Aubrey, and Hiro here too? Didn't ask about Mari. I've missed you all so much. I'm glad the treehouse is still standing. Yeah, we haven't seen the treehouse, or really heard much about it either. Everyone worked really hard to make it together. Let's go home, Omori. Home or into the treehouse? Ooh. Yeah, what'll be in the treehouse? I wonder if the treehouse is that house that we woke up in, where everybody was playing cards and everything. Because this cat right here reminds me of the cat that was always there. Granted, that cat was also like the playground cat too, but that's what it makes me think of. Because it's toast, right? Like this is all this stuff that we saw, the toy. So is the treehouse the place where we always like woke up from in white space? So then that kind of implies that that is a somehow connected, like it's close to home, that kind of thing. What? An elevator, I wonder where it leads to. Maybe it can take us back home. Oh, this is a bad idea. Basil. No, let's... I suppose we probably have to. Where do you want to go? Can we actually choose these things? Let's go to Otherworld. Should have chosen Fast Force. It's gonna be a lot of claustrophobia. There's very little space in here. Actually, while we're here, can I share something with you? Amore? Was that a no? We can go anywhere. Hold on, Amore. I think I'm stuck. Can you help me out? What has happened? Like, what has happened to where this is like what we're dreaming about? I'm ready for the end. What? Floating? Back then, I wanted to save what was left. But even after everything, you left me here, Sunny. Or you left me, Sunny. I waited so long for you to come back. Even seeing you now, it's hard to think straight. I can feel my heart hurting and I want to cover my face and hide. There are so many things I want to say to you, but the words won't come out. I waited so long for you to come back, Sunny, but you never did. Is this a fish out of water? Oh! I didn't... Oh, it's gone! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to step on you. Paddock controllers. Where's the hand? What? I like how I say I'm bad at controllers, like somehow I'm better at mouse and keyboard. These like straight line things with this game. It's just, I'm not. Oh, this again. But the tree is cut down. Oh, it's the stump. Omori. Psst, Amore. I'm right here. You're the only thing of color. Every time we see Basil in these doors, it doesn't go great. Surprised to see me? I've been hiding out in this stump since I got here. I'm not the best at defending myself, but I think I'm pretty good at surviving at least. That's a lot of trauma. Anyway, I knew you would come save me, Omori, and I'm sure we'll be able to make it out of the place now that you're here. This place seems a little dangerous, but I trust you. Ugh. Yeah, it's like a tree stump. Hey, Amore, you're acting kind of cold. Did I do something wrong? Huh. Wanna take the raft? Yeah, I guess so. It's like, what is it, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? Is that what it is at the raft in Tom Sawyer? Amore, I don't like this place at all. Well, shit, neither do I. I missed the second part of what he said, but at least we have each other. Yeah, about that. Actually, there's something that's been really bothering me. Would you care to hear me out? So many loops. It's like we really didn't want to hear Basil out. How terrible would it be to keep having dreams like this, too? Not only to have the trauma of whatever happened with Mari happen, but to have these reoccurring nightmares, too. Ugh. Can the hand come? That'd be great. At this point, as a player, too, I don't know if you actually have to go through all the doors, because this red door has been here for a little bit of time. But when you've seen so many of these things happen in all these doors, it's easy to get desensitized, too. And I don't know if this is a reflection on, like, how Sunny actually sees Basil or not. It's hard to tell. Because we have white space, we have black space, we have the color space in between that we've been playing in for most of the time. For so long, you kept the truth shut out. See, and like, up that spot leading up until here, there was this implication that there's a secret that Basil and Mari knew. And that we were... And that implies that Basil knows the secret. And inherently then Sunny has to know the secret too, to know that the secret exists, to say that in the dream, right? But then Basil here is saying that Basil is talking in our dream as though we are the ones with the secret. So who has the secret? What's going on? But something made it slip. And the hole that it made, it won't stop spreading until you find the root of it all. But the one that has seen the truth, will you guide me to him, Sunny? Well, wouldn't that be Basil? Like, isn't that the implication? Because the other Basil said that things were split when it was all hidden away, right? So, and isn't that kind of the implication? Is that Basil would be the one to know it then? This ticking in the background is a lot. I'm ready for this hand. Oh, thank you. There was something else there. I can't go back, though. Excuse me, Basil. I think this is the last door before the door. Mari. Mari is here. Yes. Oh, it's not just Mari though. Aubrey. Oh, the key. Some of these are very quick and some of these are not. Okay, well, let's do this. Red is usually scary in horror games, so here we go. Wait. Statue of a religious figure. We've only seen this in the real life. You feel so judgy still. Even in our dreams. Should have fucking saved. A hard frozen steak. Would you like to eat some? No. It made us sick in reality. Oh, this is another one of the things. I am gonna save here. Stairs. We've been conditioned to see stairs as this scary thing. Oh, church. Would this be the funeral? Pitter patter, pitter patter. Okay. We can't go around. Oh, these stairs. Sunny, the truth is here. You've been running from this for so long. But this time, we can face it together. Sunny, why did it end up like this? Oh. Don't. Sunny. Oh no. Should I leave? I saved right before, right? For a reason. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Will you forgive me? My best friend. The black implies that it's bad. Do you want to save Basil? Yes? This is the second time the game has asked us this, and it's an interesting question because why would we choose no? Like, I don't know why we would choose no. Are we going towards the treehouse? Oh, something out there. It's calling me and it's calling you too. That's really fucking scary look on your face. And it's not Basil's look. Like, Basil looks terrified, but like the red light on Basil's face. It's the see-through Basil too. Let's go together. Oh, you have color! Oh! Oh. Those scratches on the ground? is a finger. Is that another one? Yeah. And yeah. What are we picturing? In our imaginations. This still reminds me of the eggs. Even in this like horrific moment, I'm like, it's like the sound effect from the eggs. I can't tell what that sound effect's actually doing. What are we picturing? In our imagination is pulling Basil like that. I imagine we'll find out. So sorry. Will you forgive me? My best friend. Please, it hurts. Tell them to let go. Oh, please don't do what I think you're gonna do. Wait, what are you doing? Tell them to stop. Please don't. Please tell them to stop. Please don't like quarter him. Help me. Whatever. What? And step on him? It's not what I thought was gonna happen, but still not great. Still not great. Interesting. Can I go back down? No. Interesting. Is Hero playing the piano? Okay, this feels like where this video should stop, and how do we talk about all of that? Okay, oh, that's a lot. So I guess a wrap up before I give some more of my thoughts. I don't know quite yet how this chunk of the video will quite be edited. I want to be as respectful as I can of like mental health, and there's a lot. There's a lot in that section of the game. So as I'm talking about this in this current moment, I'm speaking about this not knowing how much of all of that section you as an audience will see. Having said all of that, that section with black space is a lot, and it is so drastically different from the other parts of the game. So I need to focus on the summary first. I am processing it a bit myself, and I'll probably still be processing it a couple days from now, to be fair. But in this video, we basically saw black space. We saw, maybe you could say it's a different way that Sunny has processed things. Basil, I believe, had said that this was the stuff that was locked away. This is the stuff that was too scary, too overwhelming, too whatever. So it got pushed deeper than the other stuff. That's my interpretation of it so far. So it was all these doors that were literally locked up. And we can choose which door to go through, and we only have to open so many of them before we get like the door. Right? That's the implication, is the door. most of these doors, not great. I went through, I believe, all of them. Most of them, not great. Most of them involves some variation of things with Basil that are not great. Some of them are fine. Some of them are amazingly short. You go through them, find a key, and you leave. And it's some of it is almost desensitizing some kind of harm to Basil, which is of course not great. Some of it is kind of like, oh, I wasn't expecting that way of harm. And it almost becomes, what I noticed within myself is I noticed a huge relief if I could find those rooms where you could just get the key and leave. Because, like, great, I don't have to see something horrible. But that is, even taking this context of black space, it is a drastically different tone than a lot of the rest of the game, than most of white space, than whatever this dream world is. It's a huge, like, it is a huge shift in tone. But that also makes sense if this is basically a representation of everything that is too scary for us to handle, that gets locked way deep down. It does kind of share some elements of white space in the sense of the how do we escape white space kind of elements. But there's a shift in Omori too. And that's the part that to me is very interesting. I probably say that word a lot in these videos. I totally own that. But it's interesting in the sense that up until that point in the game, there's this implication that we are following traditional gaming rules in the sense that we assume that whoever we are playing does not control the world that we are living in. That is assuming, of course, that we have a reliable narrator, and we follow traditional gaming rules. And I think that whenever we go into a game, we start assuming that first off, we have a reliable narrator, is like someone who's we can trust that they say, and that, you know, we assume that we're talking about traditional rules with games until we've been told otherwise, or until we get enough hints that say otherwise. We've been getting hints that this world is crumbling, and I don't quite know what that looks like, because I think of that in the sense of like mental health and like bigger picture, but this is showing the idea that Amore has more control than we thought they did. I think I went into this with the assumption that Amore couldn't control things in the dream world. Because first off, how much of us can actually control what happens in our dreams? Probably not a lot of us. Lucid dreaming is a thing, but it's not the most common thing in the world. And we haven't seen Amore like consciously control things in this dream world up until now. Because, for example, if Amore could consciously control things in this dream world, why would we have to leave white space the way that we do? For example, I had spoken before about this idea that the game talked about Mari being kind of made in this dream world the way that she was because she couldn't be made too different from how she was as a person. Otherwise, the dream world would kind of reject her, or Amore's or Sunny's mental dream world would reject her. So she had to be still represented accurately, but still like put in a way that kept her safe and secure and all those other things. And if Amore had complete and total control over the dream world, why not just be able to do whatever the fuck he wanted, right? Like, if we have complete and total control, we can do whatever we want. So when we hear these things like that throughout the game, it is easy to kind of see it as though Omori can't control everything. Because again, if you can control everything, why not just snap your fingers and make the dream world be as pretty or as safe as whatever as you want? Granted, that first dream world is pretty darn cute, but I think you get what I'm saying. And so I feel like I interpreted that black space section at the end is this idea of the deeper we go into the things that are scary for Sunny, the more there's some element of control over what happens in that part of the dream. So putting this a little more into mental health terms, because it doesn't entirely translate just because it is a game, and how do you fully represent things in a game? There has to be some amount of translation that happens. But this idea of if we have some kind of trauma that happens, something too big or too scary or too overwhelming, we push it down as a way to defend ourselves, as a way to protect ourselves. And that thing that gets pushed down, if we push it down so much, then it's like, we could use an analogy of it's like it's its own world. Sometimes I've used an analogy with people where it's kind of like a room in our house or a closet or whatever, where we just put all the things that are scary and lock it in that room. And then we know that there's scary things in that room or that closet, and so we kind of avoid it. But the more we avoid it, the bigger it feels to us. So soon we start avoiding the hallway that room or closet is in. And then we start avoiding that part of the house that room or closet is in, because we haven't seen those scary things in our life for years, potentially. And so because we haven't seen them, we don't know how big they are. We don't know what they look like anymore. And we kind of mentally exaggerate them because we haven't dealt with them. And so we just end up avoiding them more, and they feel bigger in our head. So potentially we could see this black space as that initial scary thing, or that initial scary room, and these other parts of the dream are maybe the hallway in that analogy, or the other part of the house, like the extensions of that still got avoided. And also this idea of if we force ourselves to go beyond our comfort zone and get deeper and deeper into these things that we're really super not ready for, what would that look like? How would we show that in a video game? And maybe we could also say that Amore in the dream world, maybe that wasn't the Amore too, we could say. Maybe that is the Amore that we're afraid will be, kind of a thing. Because that's also a thing that happens, is like we're afraid of, we come up with these worst case scenario things that happen. But there's like that huge that section implied this element of control that was vastly different than anything else in the game. And I don't think it necessarily has to mean that it is actually Sunny, like, daydreaming about these things. I think there are so many different ways that we can interpret that. But that is definitely so different. And again, I keep going back to this idea that it's so much about Basil. And now we're in the real world again. And this is the day before we leave, which I find very interesting. I am very much looking forward to seeing the treehouse, like seeing all these things that we've been avoiding, right? The treehouse, the room under the stairs, the piano. I'm assuming that that's Hero playing the piano. All of these are things that I am looking forward to. So I am going to stop here. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on Black Space and interpretations, and I will see you guys in the next video.